Good morning, Namibia. Welcome to my Zone online school. My name is Mr. Phineas Majon. I'm here with Chanel. Let us start by sanitizing our hands. When you are sanitizing your hands, you are supposed to spray inside your hands. Then, after done, you are supposed to make sure that you are putting on your mask. Let us maintain social distance. Today, we are going to focus on grade 4 and 5 mathematics. The lesson for today is going to focusing on number and number patterns. Let us turn to page 13. On page 13, we are going to start with odd and even numbers. Whole numbers are classified as odd and even numbers. Even numbers, they end with 0, 2, 4, 6. Whereas odd numbers, they always end with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So when you are counting in twos, it means you are listing all the odd numbers. So there are examples shown there on page 13, which show odd numbers. The first one is 3, the next one, 125, the second one, third one, 67, then 239, 1,299, 37,657. So when you are identifying odd numbers, you are just looking at the last number. If the last number is ending with the n of the number which are listed on top, it means it's an odd number. The second examples given are even numbers. The first one is 6, then 232, 324, 5,688, 34,670. Let us face on the chalkboard and try to solve some examples which are there. We all know even numbers. They are supposed to end with 0, 2, 4, 6, 8. And odd numbers, their units are supposed to have 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So whenever you are identifying your even numbers, you just look at the unit. If the unit is having one of these numbers, it means that number is an even number. Chanel, can you come and help us to identify even numbers? Just underline them. Let us check whether it is correct or not. We just look at the last number, 8. 8 is also there, meaning to say it's correct. On the second one, just look at the last number, 0. 0 is also there. So it's even. Then on this one, we are having a 2 at the end, which is there. So these answers are all correct. Let us go to the second example. We look at the last number. 1 is also there. So it's odd. And this one, 9, is also there. So it's odd. I think you managed to understand how to identify even numbers. Let us go to page 13 on the bottom. It's written number patterns. When you are given a number pattern or a sequence, you are supposed to take note of the following. The first one, you are supposed to identify the first term or the number which is written first. Then you are supposed to start the pattern to see whether it is increasing or decreasing. If it is increasing, you are supposed to take note of the number by which it is increasing. The same applies when it is decreasing. You are supposed to see it is decreasing by how much. Let us look at the first example. We are supposed to describe the pattern. That pattern is having 50, 55, 60, 65, and 70. The first thing is to identify the first term. So our pattern is starting at 50. Then, if you are starting at 50 and going to 55, it means we are going up. So we are supposed to see we are going up by how many? So we are going to say 55 minus 60, we get 5. So it means each term we are going to have is having 5 more than the previous one. That is why we end up having 50, 55, 60, 65, 70. Our pattern is going up. Let us go to the second example. The first term is 880, 860, 840, and 820. From that pattern, we identify our first term as 880. So it means the sequence is starting at 880. But if you go back to our pattern, you are going to see that 880 is followed by 860, meaning to say we are going down. We're having 80, now we're having 60. Then from 60, we're having 40. So if you say 8 minus 60, we are going to get 20. So it means our sequence is going down by 2, meaning to say each number is 20 less than the number before. Let us now go to page 14. On page 14, we are going to put missing numbers. So the skills which we're using on number patterns are the ones which we are going to apply now. To find the missing number, you are supposed to start the pattern first and see whether it is increasing or decreasing. Then we are supposed to find the number by which it is increasing or decreasing with. Let us go to example 1. We are having 2,400 as our first term, followed by 2,402. If we just look at those two numbers, we are going to see that the first number increased by 2. The third number is now 2,404. So it means we're going to have 2, 4, 6 going up like that. So for us to find our first missing number, it means we are supposed to add a 2. So our third number now becomes 2,460. 2,406. Then from that 2,406, we also add another 2 again. Then we go to 2,408. The next one is given already, which is 2,410. Then the last one also add a 2. Then it becomes 2,412. Let us go to the second example. Our first number on the second example is 7,520, followed by 7,515. Then the third one, 7,510. If you look at the first two numbers, we are having 20 at the end, then the second one is having 15 at the end. It means our numbers are going down. But for them to change from 20 to 15, it means they are going down by 5. So it means we are supposed to subtract 5 for us to get the next term. So if we say 7,510 minus 5, we go to 7,505, which is our first missing number. Then you subtract 5 again, we go to 7,500. Then to get the last number, we subtract 5 again, we go to 7,495. So for your activity, the first one, you are supposed to underline odd numbers, like what we did on the chalkboard. I can identify one for you, then you do the rest on your own on number 1. Remember, when you are dealing with odd numbers, you are supposed to work with the numbers which are ending with 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. So all the numbers which are not ending with those ones are not odd numbers. So 435 is an odd number. You are going to do the rest on your own. Then number 2 is saying underline even numbers. For you to remember even numbers, we are supposed to recite 2's times table, which is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So any number which is ending with 2, 4, 6, 8, and 0 is an odd number. I can give you 38,000 there as an even number. Then number 3, we are supposed to describe the number pattern. When you are describing the number pattern, we are supposed to first identify the first term. Then you see whether it's increasing or decreasing. I will do 3A for you. We are saying the sequence is starting at 1,000. And each term is having 300 more than the first term, because we are adding 300. Then on number 4, you are putting missing numbers. You are supposed to start the pattern and see whether it is increasing or decreasing. If you start with 175, then you go to 200. You see that it's going up. But you are supposed to see that it is going up by 25. If you say 200 minus 175, you get 25. So you are supposed to add that in same number for you to finish the work. I think everything is done. There is a memo for you to see whether your answers are correct or wrong. I hope you enjoyed today's lesson. Let us now sanitize our hands. Let us maintain social distance. We are supposed to always put on our masks. Till next time, goodbye.
Hi everyone, I'm Josh and I'm back. Even though the schools are closed, I thought about we can still do online classes, learning and reading. You can also do your schoolwork. Until next time, bye!